Hello and welcome to Together San Diego. Thank you for joining us. I'm Paola Hernandez Jayo from the San Diego Union-Tribune. Our guest today is Dr. Stuart Wilkie, primary care physician with Waring Court Pediatric and Adult Medical Group. The group recently received the 2021 San Diego's Best Union-Tribune Readers Poll Community Hero Award for their effort to help the community this past year. Welcome, Dr. Wilkie. Congratulations, and thank you very much for being with us today.
Good morning, Paula. Thanks so much. We're just proud of our staff and grateful for our patients.
Yes, I know your staff has been making a huge effort this past year to help the community and to be able to keep your doors open. Tell us what you did, how you were following the guidelines, and also the different options of telemedicine, telehealth that you did to be able to continue seeing your patients.
Well, we were concerned when the pandemic first started. We wanted to make sure had good access for our patients. We know people still have other medical conditions that needed to be taken care of. So we immediately switched to telehealth, tried to give some other options, a lot of phone calls, a lot of outreach. And we just wanted to do anything we could to maintain communication with our patients. And that included mostly video visits. And even our, people that weren't that tech savvy figured out a lot over the last year. We were able to keep them up on their screenings and everything they needed for their health.
And I know this was a team effort, Doctor, along with the medical staff that you have and the doctors that are part of the group. Tell us a little bit about also the precautions and the changes that the entire staff was making.
Yeah, so Dr. Dalforno has been in practice here for over 40 years in Oceanside. He really directed the effort here that we made sure we got the protective equipment for our staff and that we made sure that we did little things like we used to have a waiting room. We eliminated the waiting room and we have patients wait outside the door and bring them in one at a time. And so it was a big change to our workflow, but it made the patients feel safer. And actually, ultimately, we've had less illness among the staff, and we've been able to make people feel safe when they're just brought straight to the room.
Thank you, Doctor. And this is the Waring Court Pediatric and Adult Medical Group. I'm sharing the name there on screen. And again, congratulations on being awarded the 2021 San Diego's Best Union-Tribune Readers Poll Community Heroes. It's part of our San Diego Best Awards that we do. And this is presented to companies that go above and beyond to help the community businesses, particularly during this last year with the pandemic that has been very challenging. So congratulations, Doctor. Something else that you would like to share with us, and we greatly appreciate it, is the importance of primary care and long-term, how to select a doctor, and also how you should be keeping up with your health screenings, particularly right now, why it is so important.
Yes, I think it was an easy time to lose touch with your doctor. It's so important that every person has their own personal doctor. I call either primary care physician or a long-term doctor, someone that you can call when you need to, someone that can direct you to the specialty care you need, someone that can direct you to the right emergency care if you need. And this relationship over time really helps you prevent a lot of bad things that can happen to your health. And so we recommend doing particular health screenings based on your age. And you can find those resources online just by looking up health screenings and looking at what your age is and making sure you establish with your doctor to make sure you check off those boxes.
And Doctor, you're also going to share with us some tips and also a website that's a great resource for tips for a quality doctor visit. When we go visit our doctor, we want to make sure that we make the best use of our time, but also the best use of the doctor's time. And I know some folks may be when they go to these appointments, they may be thinking, oh, I don't want to take too much of the doctor's time. But if you come prepared with a list of questions, tell us about this and also the USPSTF app and resource that you mentioned.
Yes. So yeah, a doctor's visit can be fairly intimidating. and a lot of us are, have many patients, and you can feel like they're in a hurry, but you still need to get what you need done. So I recommend writing a list of concerns, bringing it in, prioritizing that list, and other thing is to consider bringing someone to help you talk to the doctor if you're getting nervous. The USPSTF app is a great resource for you and your family to look at. You plug in your age, you plug in some other information, and it tells you exactly what you need to be keeping up on with regards to your health. We want to be able to prevent as many things as we can. And so based on your age, you can have that resource. You can ask your doctor if you're due for certain things, and they'll give a recommendation for you.
And doctor, you also have some tips for us on how to find a quality PCP or long-term doctor, because that is very important for somebody to have a doctor that can be long-term and that knows our medical history.
Yes. Yeah, you want to find somebody you feel comfortable with, that is competent. So I first recommend asking for recommendations from people you trust. People in the healthcare field, they know what type of doctor may be good for you. Look at online reviews. And if you do find a doctor, it's okay to do a test drive. You can go for a visit, feel it out, ask some questions, see if it's a right fit for you. And they really should have a few characteristics. They should be a good advocate for you. They should be able, competent. They should be available. You need to be able to get a hold of them. And they should be kind to you. So my biggest recommendation is to not settle until you find someone that you really trust and you connect with.
And doctor, something else that you're going to be sharing with us is something that you and I discussed, and I think these are very important: the 4 health pillars. Tell us about these 4 health pillars.
Yeah, we've started talking to all of our patients about 4 kind of lifestyle things you can do to maintain your health and to prevent all these, just be able to tackle any infectious disease that you do get. The 4 I talk about is nutrition, and that's eating whole, unprocessed foods. 2 is exercise, and particularly strength training 3 times a week. Mental health has been a big problem throughout this pandemic, so I recommend connecting with people you love. Be mindful, be sure to ask for help, and you're not alone. And 4 is to sleep, 7 to 8 hours uninterrupted. If you do those 4 things, most things get a lot better very quickly.
Doctor, when you say the hours of sleep that are uninterrupted, what do you mean by this?
Well, ideally you want to get 7 to 8 hours, but a lot of people will wake up every 1 to 2 hours, and that's hard. That's hard on your body. So one of the reasons people get up a lot is to go to the bathroom. So a simple recommendation is to stop drinking liquids a couple hours before bedtime, so that you can have more uninterrupted sleep, so you can get into those deep sleep phases that really help you feel restored.
Thank you, doctor. And also, you mentioned that you have this in your different rooms that you have posted. You sent me a sample of one of the rooms that you have at your location, and you have the pillars there on the wall. I can see them.
Yes, we just like to establish a little bit of a calming environment and do a little education as well.
And doctor, one quick question, and this is, well, I don't know if it'll be a quick question, but a question about that's very current right now is about the flu vaccine and the COVID booster, because for those of us that have gotten the vaccine for the pandemic for COVID, and then are also going to be I'm going to be getting the flu shot as well. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I'm a big advocate for the flu shot. We've been giving it at our office since early September, and we do recommend everybody get the flu shot. And it doesn't even matter if you had the COVID shot recently, get the flu shot as soon as you can. The flu is still around, and it's still something that can cause a lot of problems. This flu is actually very dangerous, so we want to help prevent that. The COVID booster, has been recommended for a certain patient population. If you're over 65 and you had the Pfizer vaccine, 6 months after, you can get a Pfizer booster. I'd recommend just staying up to date on CDC guidelines for booster shots. And as new recommendations come out for the other vaccines like Moderna or any other ones, they'll come out. It's really just Moderna would be the booster.
Thank you, Doctor, for all this information. And again, congratulations on your recognition and award as a community hero. I do want to mention that for information, they can go to your website, wcpamg.com. I'm also sharing your phone number. You're located in Oceanside. The address of their group is 3230 Waring Court, Suite J in Oceanside. And also, Doctor, tell us about your social media on Facebook, what the audience can find there.
Yeah, feel free to follow our Facebook. We give up-to-date recommendations following the CDC. We give little reminders for your health and little tips to help you just live a healthy life. So follow us, and if you ever have any questions on how to find a good doctor or what to expect, we'll feel free to answer all those.
Something else that you would like to add, Doctor?
No, I just want to thank you, and I want to thank everybody that has been involved with us through the last couple of years, and everybody being so patient, patients and staff. So we do better when we get through this together.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Doctor, for sharing these tips. Very important information. And again, you can look for Waring Court Pediatric and Adult Medical Group. They were one of the 2021 San Diego's Best Union-Tribune Readers Poll Community Heroes. Thank you very much, Doctor, for being with us today. And thank you all very much for watching. You can watch more of these episodes of Together San Diego on San Diego UnionTribune.com/TogetherSD Live. And if you would like to watch one of our live streams, you can go to San Diego UnionTribune.com/UT today. Thank you very much, Doctor. Have a wonderful day. And please thank your staff that helped us also to put this interview together. Have a wonderful day. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a wonderful day as well.
Thank you so much, Paula.
News is more important today than ever before.
I'm currently outside Otay Mesa Detention Center.
I'm about to get a report at Sharp.
Out at Sunset Cliffs.
COVID testing site.
We live for these times when we're able to bring the news into the homes of people who need it the most.
I thank all of you for supporting our work.
When you subscribe to the paper, you're telling us that you believe in what we do.